Up to this point, we have looked at horizontal shifts and we have looked at vertical shifts. What we have not done is looked at putting them together. And we're going to simply start referring to the different manipulations of functions in specific ways as transformations. They do specific things in specific ways to parent functions to make it easier to graph. In this case, we're asked to graph f of x equals x plus 2 squared minus 3 using transformations. I went ahead and made a table using g of x as our parent function x squared, and then the points that we should know on that parent function. The function equals x squared. We should know these points at this point: negative 3, 9, negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, and so on and so forth. So using transformations, we want to know what happens to g of x to become f of x, x plus 2 squared minus 3. So let's start with x plus 2. That's inside the parentheses with x that it's being added. It's being added. So if we have a value that's with x, whatever's being done to x is also being done to that value. In this case, x plus 2 squared. That means it's going to shift left 2 units. Anytime we have x plus a squared, it's going to shift left a units. Minus would be to the right. So in this case, x plus 2 squared, we're going to shift 2 units to the left. Since the vertical shift doesn't affect the horizontal shift value, horizontal affects x, vertical affects y, we're going to go ahead and shift these 2 units to the left. Our original parent function g of x equals x squared. 2 units to the left, so negative 3. Minus 2 is going to be negative 5. Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So that takes care of our horizontal shift left 2 units. Now what about minus 3? That would be a shift down 3 units, because it's being subtracted from the entire function. So we'll take our original parent function g of x equals x squared y values and we'll subtract 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. And 9 minus 3 is 6. And now we'll go ahead and put it all together and plot our transformed function. So negative 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a point there. Negative 4, 1. Negative 3, negative 2. Negative 2, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 2. 0, 1. And 1, 6. Notice the symmetry about the axis of symmetry. X equals negative 2. Now we connect the dots for our function. F of x equals x plus 2 squared minus 3, which is a transformation left 2 units and down 3 units.